Hello, Mrs. Ehlke here. I had a request on my Facebook page, Lori Ehlke's Art. Someone wanted me to do a bumblebee, so this is my drawing tutorial on how to draw a more realistic bumblebee. There's all kinds of fun cartoony ones that you could do too, but this one I thought we'd go a little bit more fancy. So here is the picture that I did of a realistic bee, and starting with this little fur ball here in the middle and working out from there. So if you would like to try to draw a realistic bumblebee, and maybe you could get fancy with flowers or something in your picture as well, please feel free to follow along and see how your drawing turns out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying these art videos. Feel free to subscribe and like this video down below. Thank you! To start off my picture, I'm going to work with a circular shape that's kind of right around, it's not quite in the middle of my paper, but a little bit off to the side and a little bit up from the center. So it's kind of right in this area. And my circle is actually going to be a furry circle. So I'm going to, maybe I can start with just a couple of dots to kind of show about where I want my circle to be. It's kind of right about in here. So there's my circle, okay? And I want to make it a furry circle. So I'm just going to add lots of little furry lines all around to show that it's a very furry circle for the body of my bumblebee. The bees are definitely out in our area right now. We've got lots of flowers blooming as it's now summer, and so they are just busy going from flower to flower. All right, there's my furry circle. Next I'm going to, right next to my furry circle, I'm going to make an oval that kind of starts maybe right about halfway, and then it's going to go down about to where the bottom of the circle is, and then it's going to come back up. This is going to be the eye of the bee, okay? And then we're going to add a little bit of fur around the eye like that, and then we're going to go a little bit farther down like this to kind of outline the eye. I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle inside of the top part of the eye like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and color in the eye black. Okay, next I'm going to draw a V that goes down like this, and then it's going to curve up like that, and I'm going to go ahead and color that in black as well, okay, and maybe make it come up a little bit higher on the right side. All right, on the back part of the furry circle here, I'm going to make an angled line. It starts also right about at the middle of the circle, and it's going to kind of go back like this, so a diagonal line, and then it's going to curve down. I want to make it maybe stop about 2 inches from the bottom of my paper here. So I'm making sure that it goes lower than where the head is. Okay, I definitely want it to be lower, so I'm going to make a mark right about here, and I'm going to curve my line down to that mark. Be very careful that it's a nice curved shape like that, okay? And then right about where the bottom of this hairy circle is, I'm going to kind of make a little curve like this, and then this is going to connect to the line that I just drew with a pretty nice point at the end, okay? And this is the back part of the bee's body, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it with some stripes here. The bottom is always black, so I'm going to go ahead and make the bottom part black here. I'm going to color that in, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add some more stripes. If you want to kind of curve them like this, just slightly, it'll make the body look a little bit more rounded. I mean, if if you want to get really fancy, you could add some hairy marks to this too, which maybe we'll do in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on adding those nice black stripes until I run out of room on the back part of the body. So I'll do maybe one more up here. All right, so we got that. Maybe I'll throw another one kind of up in here too, up by the fur. So if you wanted to, you could kind of throw in a couple little hair lines like this to kind of show that this part is a little bit hairy too. So and those are just little marks, little dashes that kind of go down where the body is. Okay, and right now we're missing some legs, of course, and some antennae, and of course the wings so that this little bee can fly. So I'm going to go ahead and add those things. The wings we'll start off with. The first one is like right in the middle almost of this fur ball. I'm going to go maybe a little bit to the right, and I'm going to make a line that goes back like this, and then it goes just past where the body is. So there's the first little wing, and I'm going to curve it around and then bring it right back in to the spot that I started. The second wing is going to be behind the fur ball, so I'm going to start it up here, and it's actually going to go just about off the page, and then it'll come back in like that. Okay, and if you want to, you can kind of throw just some real thin wispy lines to show, you know, the little veins of the wings. So just really light. I'm using just the tip of my marker to kind of show those. All right, the antenna I'm going to go ahead and make towards the front here, and those are just going to be kind of angled down like so. One's a little bit longer than the other one, and I'm going to add maybe a little bit of extra kind of fur like stuff around here so it looks like it nice and fuzzy. All right, the legs. So there are 6 legs. The front ones are going to start not too far back from the head, and I'm going to start just by making a kind of a curved line like this that goes up by where the head is, and then it's going to curve back like that. So there's one, and the other one's going to be really close to it because they're like right next to each other. So I start with just kind of the lines, and now I'm going to go back. Since they're black, I can just kind of fatten them up a little bit so they don't look quite so skinny. And it's okay if they touch because they're super close together. So those are the front 2 legs, okay? The middle legs are going to start actually in the fur ball. I'm going to make a little section like this that kind of comes straight down, and then a section like this that kind of comes forward. And the other one, I mean, it's almost at the same spot, so it's kind of hiding behind. The back legs kind of follow the body a little bit, so I'm going to make one section kind of right here. It's like along the bottom of the body, and then it's going to kind of curve down a little bit like this for the legs. All right. The only other thing I want to do is add a little bit more fur to my fur ball here that I started with. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some fur-like brush strokes here. Brush strokes, marker strokes. Can you tell I've been painting a lot to this so that it looks nice and hairy, furry, like that. All right, and now I have a bee. Now if you want to, I mean, this bee looks kind of like it's flying. You could throw a part of a flower under here, like maybe I'll just kind of indicate that it's about to land on a nice center part of a flower. So I'll add little lines like this to make it look like maybe it's a, I don't know, a daisy or something. So it's about to land right in the middle of the flower. And get some pollen. Maybe I'll have some petals kind of like this, so it looks like it's part of a flower. Get creative there. All right, So there you have it, a bumblebee step by step. And yeah, good luck. Hopefully yours looks as cool as this one does, and yeah, have fun making it all fierce and exciting, okay? Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe and like if you are enjoying these videos.